Chapter 1: The Rise of the Iron Tusk. The origins of Thraka's ascension to power lie buried in the annals of Neo-Savannah's turbulent history, a saga of struggle and triumph that would come to define the fate of the city and its inhabitants. Born into poverty and squalor in the sprawling slums of the lower quarters, Thraka was forced to fend for himself from an early age, his survival instincts honed by the unforgiving streets that raised him. Thraka's childhood was a harsh one, marked by deprivation and hardship. He learned early on that in Neo-Savannah, weakness was a death sentence, and only the strong survived. But rather than succumb to despair, Thraka embraced the challenge, determined to rise above his circumstances and forge a better life for himself. His days were spent scavenging for food and water, his nights huddled in makeshift shelters, always alert to the dangers that lurked in the shadows. Yet, even in the midst of such adversity, Thraka's keen intellect and strategic mind began to emerge. He observed the dynamics of power and control among the gangs that ruled the slums, learning valuable lessons in leadership and survival. As he grew older, Thraka's reputation as a fierce fighter and cunning strategist began to spread throughout the city. He earned his moniker, the Iron Tusk, through countless battles and skirmishes in the lawless streets of Neo-Savannah, his ferocity and determination unmatched by any who dared to challenge him. But it was not just his prowess in combat that set Thraka apart, it was his keen intellect and strategic mind that truly made him a force to be reckoned with. While others relied on brute strength alone, Thraka carefully plotted his moves, always thinking several steps ahead of his opponents and anticipating their every move. Thraka's rise through the ranks of Neo-Savannah's criminal underworld was nothing short of meteoric. He formed alliances with other ambitious individuals, creating a network of loyal followers who were willing to risk everything for the promise of power and wealth. Together, they orchestrated a series of daring heists and territorial takeovers, gradually expanding their influence and control over the city. As word of Thraka's exploits spread, so too did his influence. Gang leaders and crime bosses alike sought his favor, eager to align themselves with the rising star of Neo-Savannah's criminal underworld. And before long, Thraka found himself at the head of a powerful coalition of like-minded individuals, each eager to carve out their own piece of the city's lucrative pie. But even as his power and influence grew, Thraka remained ever vigilant, knowing that in Neo-Savannah, the line between friend and foe was often blurred. He surrounded himself with trusted allies and advisors, but he never let his guard down, always aware that betrayal could come from even the most unexpected of sources. Thraka's journey to power was marked by numerous challenges and obstacles. Rival gangs sought to undermine his authority, while corrupt officials attempted to maintain their stranglehold on the city's resources. But through sheer force of will and a cunning intellect, Thraka emerged victorious time and time again, his reputation as a fearsome adversary and a shrewd strategist spreading far and wide. One of the most pivotal moments in Thraka's rise to power came when he successfully orchestrated a coup against one of Neo-Savannah's most notorious crime lords. The operation was a masterstroke of planning and execution, with Thraka's forces striking with precision and overwhelming force. The victory not only solidified his reputation as a formidable leader, but also earned him the loyalty and respect of many who had previously doubted his capabilities. But it was not until the fateful day that he crossed paths with the enigmatic warlord, known only as the Steel Claw, that Thraka's true mettle would be put to the test. For in the Steel Claw, he found a worthy adversary, a rival whose ambition and ruthlessness matched his own in every respect. And so began a deadly game of cat and mouse that would push Thraka to the very brink of his limits and force him to confront the darkest corners of his own soul. As Thraka navigated the dangerous streets of Neo-Savannah, he encountered a myriad of challenges and obstacles, from rival gangs vying for control of territory to corrupt officials seeking to maintain their stranglehold on power. But through sheer force of will and a cunning intellect, he emerged victorious time and time again, his reputation as a fearsome adversary and a shrewd strategist spreading far and wide. The years of struggle and hardship had shaped Thraka into a leader of unparalleled resolve and determination. His rise to power was not without its sacrifices, and he carried the scars of countless battles, both physical and emotional. But through it all, Thraka remained steadfast in his pursuit of greatness, his eyes fixed firmly on the ultimate prize. And so, as he stood on the precipice of greatness, Thraka knew that the journey ahead would not be an easy one. But with his iron will and unwavering determination, he was prepared to face whatever challenges lay in his path, confident that he would emerge victorious in the end.